oasis are richer in tradition, more steep in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, and the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Florida Gators taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Bruce Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing started. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They'll run it from the gun. Good blocking, good running, pick up a 6 out to the 30. And the Gators moving quickly to the line. There's no getting around the fact that they have really scuffled in the first half of SEC play. Now the task is to try to turn it around.
Well, and a lot of times it requires shifting your goals, and this is not how you want it to start, but how can we win this week and take advantage of every opportunity we get, Jesse? So it hasn't been ideal, but there's still some talent, and you can still salvage some wins on the schedule.
Yeah, it's all about finishing the season strong, right? I think this team believes that in this last week, they were able to sort of reset their focus on doing exactly that. They believe they have the horses in the locker room to win games like this. This could be the momentum shift they need.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
And that is an all-too-familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Gators are on the move.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he gets downfield for the big catch. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into the end.
You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Leaves it with the running back. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Florida!
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
He's going to bring it out from deep. Bulldozes it. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. Looking to move it through the air. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Squeezes ahead for a couple, and they'll get it out to the 9. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll try to really get into this one. Slips through the line. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Oh, man, how do you not love when people lay out to catch the football and give that kind of effort? I mean, he gave up his body, grabbed the football, sucked it in, pulled it in. Referee says catch. What an effort.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside man. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of the spot.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Back to the air one more time. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's a final now, and one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. App State rolled to victory in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Clark. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
A nice job by the offense there, attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback putting it right on his guy.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Offense, quick tempo.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
Little over anxious, out of the stance early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They send 4 receivers onto the field, 2 to the right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 6. Power football with the run. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Florida 14, Ohio State 0.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Goes to the option. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. He'll ride his man on the option. They knock him down right there. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Right? We got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Hit the F. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. And this was still one, getting them back in the ball game.
Fair catch, called for and made. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect...
Unloads it downfield. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't work on that one. But later in the game, the this offense is continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
From the gun, running back on the move. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Wants to throw on third down. He's got his man. At midfield, he's got room. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. Man, you have to do everything in your power not to let your momentum carry you out of bounds short of the first down mark.
And I would argue, too, maybe you run your route a little bit deeper. You got to understand where the first down marker is and where I got to get to. But, yeah, I'm not running out of bounds. I'm lowering my shoulder and trying to get as much yardage as I can to make this fourth down manageable.
And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He'll take the deep shot. He makes a grab. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Hansen. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Back out there. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Going deep. And he reels it in inside the 30. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
How about the ball? The long field all the way across the field. Big time play, big time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
On second down, just keeps firing. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense didn't come away with the pick.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And they're on him, and a heartbeat, and down he goes.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Looking to throw on second down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he's...
And they'll take over
the ball at the 37.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this way.
Hand off from the shotgun. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. The Gators will snap it on first and 10. Now they're going to throw it. He'll take a deep shot here. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Hands it off. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The hurry up now, second down, clock kicking. Looking to pass, it's Schmidt. Finds the tight end. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
How aggressive might this play call be on third and short from the 46? Looking to move the chains. They throw complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's second and 7.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to pass, it's Schmidt. Works in the middle of the field. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He'll go to the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. The uprights, it's good. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gators will line up to kick off and start the second half. Going for the return. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think again, if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Back to throw. It's Schmidt. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. They'll throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Quarterback checking the play. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. On second down, looking again to throw. He's got it. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. The inside handoff. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run. They get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the ground with the back. Ball is free. Scoops it up. Still a live ball. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down against defense.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Handoff from the gun. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And this offense has got it all wrong, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
The Buckeyes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Ohio State! They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
Very confident. You could see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Gator. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you can tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
Coming out with it, it's Hansen. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Buckeyes will take over 1st and 7.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score, your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive.
And just keep doing what you were doing in that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Looking for a man. It's Schmidt. It's complete on the right side. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He's got the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Just needed 3 yards on 3rd down, and they got it with precision execution.
And the QB got the football and got that thing out of his hands. Nice job, nice slant, nice timing route, throw it to the receiver, get it on his body where he can make the play and get the first down.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. They'll try to power their way ahead. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Love the call here going RPO on 3rd down, and obviously you're giving your quarterback choices, but the defense gave them a look that was conducive to handing that football off. So good decision by the quarterback and nice push up front.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They're trying to get to it. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Schmidt. They're bringing heat. Unleashes one. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Ooh, that boy's got you holding your breath every time he runs the football. So elusive, so fast. He scrambles around, buys time, and throws an incompletion. But every incompletion even looks good because he's so exciting to watch.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on down.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in it.
He's looking to throw it. Gets it out fast.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one if they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways, they were ready for the screen there, and they created a negative play.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a deep man. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
We talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. We're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Not much room there. They'll give it 1 to the 9.
At the 9-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Looking to throw at Schmidt. Going for it all. And the ball is picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 30. And he was finding space, and he took it all the way back to the 22.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Try to get it to the edge. He breaks a tackle.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
On the move. Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13.
3rd down.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Florida. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Coming after it. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
This defense doing a great job bringing pressure, multiple looks, different guys, back-to-back plays. Now bringing up a 3rd and long. Pressure on the quarterback is coming.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got his man. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Try to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And And the sense of urgency has got to go up now for the defense, right? You just failed on fourth down. You're trailing just under 3 minutes to go. What can the defense do? Can you create a turnover? Can you at least get a quick 3 and out to give yourselves a chance to win?
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Giving him his pads. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gator! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hansen. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. He wants to take the top off. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
I understand being aggressive. I get that. Play callers in today's era are aggressive as they've ever been. But at the same time, we got to understand the fourth quarter, I got the lead. I've already messed it up once. I might want to try to think about what this guy can really do well and think about maybe milking some of that clock.
Going over the top. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. Didn't. Return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
This is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Get ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy. And that offensive coordinator
got enough space. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go in and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. The Gators sending the offense back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Florida. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
This time he's got it. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
First down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Going to try to get it himself. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Buckeyes will hustle for the line.
First down for the offense.
Comes out throwing on first down. He'll pull it down and run. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. He sends 3 receivers right, maybe looking for man coverage on the left on 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Steps away to find some room. At the 40, there he goes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. He's going to take off. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Caught. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Going up top on first down. And that pass intercepted. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? He's looking to throw. Can't get him to the ground. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. After this, it'll be a wrap. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
That is exactly
offense as